now we are going to discuss about how to build an ABAP query. The transaction code to build a ABAP query is you have to go to SQVY transaction code. That's the place where you build an ABAP query. The next transaction code that we are going to discuss is how to generate a program from an ABAP query. As we have discussed, there will be only one transaction code that we are going to use, and these are the steps you have to follow to generate a program from an ABAP query. Once you generate the ABAP query program, you can display the program name and you can share it and you can run it using SE38, or you can build a transaction code from that ABAP query, from that program that you generated. And then we are discussing about how to find existing ABAP query. So in order to find existing ABAP query, it is the same transaction code SQVY, where you can find existing transaction ABAP queries that they have been already defined, or if there is any standard ABAP query that has been created. And so through this also you can, so anything that starts with Z are created custom, and anything which is starting with anything else would be standard. And then we will discuss about the best practice for a ABAP query. So when we create an ABAP query, we should follow all the steps before we are going to create an ABAP query. First, we have to always search for standard reports. This is very important because we don't want to build an ABAP query for which there is a standard report already delivered. Okay, so don't do that portion. Then always search for standard views. So in order to search, so I'm just giving an example. You want to do a lookup between the standard table of purchase order and the purchase order line. Well, there is a standard view already delivered, so you don't need to do an ABAP query for that. Then the third step you should always follow is always search for standard ABAP query. If there is a standard ABAP query which has already been delivered, use it. Or if someone has built it for someone from your company has already built a Z thing, you can use it always. Now, then all those three steps, you couldn't find a single answer. Then what you can do is you can build an ABAP query with a lot of selection criteria so that you can have to filter the criteria. So there are some stuffs that you have to make sure. That's why, when we give the ABAP query, it's given to users who are a little bit aware of the tables and the joining piece. Because if you don't know, you can build an ABAP query, and if you don't give the proper fields of joining, it will never work. Either it will run forever or it will never work. So those are the things that you need to keep in mind. Proposal for joining that SAP provides may not work, because we have seen the proposal that SAP was giving us didn't work for us. So you need to do a little bit of research. What are the joining criteria you want to do for both tables, and then build your ABAP query. So if you follow all these procedures, that's the best practice for ABAP query. So always search for standard stuff if delivered, or else if anything is not there, then only go for to create an ABAP query and follow the guidelines of creating the ABAP query, that you need to put enough selection criteria, and also try to filter the selection. That will help and will not bog down the system. And the same process you have to follow it in S4HANA. Nothing has changed, but these are the steps that you have to follow. Okay,